Cheryl told me she doesn't know what to cook or how to cook, especially when she's hosting a dinner party. So tonight, we are going to be cooking a steak together, live, right here on Instagram, from start to finish.
Yay, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So welcome, Cheryl.
Thanks,
Hi.
my dudes.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. First things first, we have our pan, a heavy-based saucepan, heating up on the heat, because that's the first step. Next, we're going to put oil into the pan, because we're going to start with the steak.
Okay.
Okay.
Does the oil go on the meat or in the pan?
Great question. So I have already got our steak here. So we are making a sirloin steak, also known as a porterhouse steak. And the first step is to pat it dry, because the steak cannot caramelize and get that beautiful golden crust on it, and it can't get that color on it if it's got moisture. So we've patted it dry. We've put fine salt on it.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you're cooking with us tonight, put fine salt on it already.
Why not coarse salt?
So we can put coarse salt as well, but fine salt tenderizes the meat.
Okay, cool.
But either one works, but if you have less time, fine salt dissolves quicker because it's just smaller.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
And then I've put oil onto the pan. Onto the steak.
Okay.
My bad. So if you put oil onto the steak, it's going to make sure that every surface is evenly coated with the oil, so that every part of the steak can get the color. Because if the oil's not touching everything, it can't cook evenly.
Okay, cool. Right.
So let us know in the comments exactly where you're watching from and if you're cooking with us tonight. Okay, so we're going to get started. As I said, we have the pan on the heat. And we've got a medium heat going here. We're going to put a little dash of oil in the pan. So Cheryl does not cook very often.
At all.
So I would love Cheryl to do it, to show you all that it's actually easy to do something like steak. You're welcome to go ahead. Where people think that it's intimidating, but it's actually an easy thing to make.
Okay, well, we'll see.
We're going to remove the mental
out.
block. So we've got a little bit of oil in the pan, just a drizzle. We're going to swirl it around. We've got some smoke coming off right over here. And then we're going to put our steak fat side down onto the pan. So you can pick it up with your hands or use tongs if you don't like to touch the meat. Hi, Casey.
Down.
Yes, fat side down.
Wow.
So we want the fat to get rendered, which means that it gets crispy on the outside, and then if it's a thick piece of fat, it actually cooks down and the fat comes out. Okay, so while we're rendering this fat, I wanted to talk about the other parts of this recipe.
Okay, cool.
So everyone loves steak and chips, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And I thought, let's just make steak and sweet potato. So you can do steak and sweet potato wedges, or else if you want it to be even quicker, because a lot of women tell me they don't have time, they're too busy. Then you can do sweet potato fries in the air fryer. And that's what we opted for tonight.
Much easier. Yeah.
So Cheryl's has often been under a time crunch. Cheryl, do you want to just tell us a tiny bit about yourself while we're rendering the fat of this steak?
Well, I've known Jude since she was at school, a very small child.
About grade 1.
Grade
about 7 years
1,
old.
so yeah. And I've got 3 children. And my children are almost all the same ages as Judy's siblings. And I've always run a very busy business and had no time to learn to cook. But always wanted to socialize.
Yes.
And if you can't cook, it's very difficult to socialize in your home.
Exactly. Like having a few basic hosting skills just makes it much easier and makes you not feel under pressure when it comes to having people over.
And intimidated by the whole thought of it.
Yes.
And so now I'm retired and I finally have time and
Amazing.
I'm now learning to cook.
Awesome,
With you.
Cheryl. So thank you so much for joining tonight.
Yay, I'm so excited to learn some skills.
Yeah. So Cheryl actually said to me, can we cook steak? Because it's something that people always see on the shelf, yet they think that it's reserved for the restaurant.
Well, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
How the heck do you
why
cook
is it
a
so?
steak?
Okay, yo, how the heck do you cook a steak? Let me know if you've cooked a steak before in the comments. Okay, so we've got the air fryer heating here. if you are doing potato wedges in the oven, then you want your oven preheated already as well. Okay.
Okay, the air fryer sounds easier.
Yeah, the air fryer is easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the fries into the air fryer for 12 to 13 minutes. Okay, cool. Perfect. So would you like to do that now?
Do they need oil or do they just go in like that?
So air fryer chips don't need any oil on them. But if you're putting potato wedges, then they do need oil on it.
Cool.
Because fries that go in the air fryer already have a little coating on them that they're already going to go crispy.
Wow.
Yes.
I did not know that.
So how's our fat doing? We can put the heat up because as you can see, it's not getting that crispy yet. So I'm going to put the heat up a little bit. We're using a lovely gas stove here. There we go. We want it to get nice and crispy. Let me know what type of steak you've opted for. We've chosen our sirloin, also known as a porterhouse steak. Okay, while that's cooking, we're actually going to prepare our salad too. Yes. So, we have gone for this many fries because tonight there's actually only 2 of us. And the air fryer chips don't heat that well. But if you were doing sweet potato wedges, I would suggest doing a bigger amount because they reheat really nicely. So, we've got Alexander saying get a nice sear. Yes, we are working on that lovely sear right now, making sure that we render the fat, get that nice and crispy before we start searing the sides of the steak. And Tara says, steak night Friday. I love that. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Fridays, we can make something a little bit more special, but still super simple and easy because after a long week, we don't want to be slaving away over the stove, right?
No.
Yeah. So, just a reminder, guys, you heat the pan, then you heat the oil, and you must season your steak before you start cooking it. So that's how we're going to make the base of the flavors and the texture for a perfect steak.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, while this fat is rendering, we're going to get to the salad. So Cheryl is going to start here by putting some mixed leaves. In my recipe, I say rocket or watercress, but I really like to encourage people to use what they've got. And we went to Pick and Pay, one of our local supermarkets today, and we're just using a rocket mixed leaf bag, and it's already washed, so we're saving that step. So we're going to put it straight into our bowl.
Do we cut it or do we just put it in or tear it?
These leaves are already torn and ready to go.
Oh, right.
But if they're big leaves, you do want to tear them because you want it to be nice for eating, right? You don't want to pick up a piece of lettuce on your fork and the salad dressing is half all over your face. Okay, you can put some more than that because we like to make leftovers of salad too. Because if we have leftover steak and leftover salad, it is just perfect to stuff into a wrap the next day.
Wow, what a good idea.
Yeah. So then you've got a different lunch. And this is good. So it's just the 2 of us. So how's our steak doing?
Whoa.
It's doing well. I'm going to now put it onto its side. I don't know if you can hear it sizzling. You always want to hear the sizzle. And what we're going to do...
I can see the smoke.
Yeah, it's smoking up a lot.
Looks fantastic.
We don't have an extractor fan here, so just excuse this. Oh, golly. So, in a bit, we're going to put butter in the pan, but we don't want to put butter too soon because the butter burns quickly.
I didn't even know that you use butter with a steak.
So, butter is such a beautiful flavor base. So we're going to put butter, a clove of garlic, and a sprig of thyme, or we've got rosemary, so we're going to put that into the pan in just a minute. And then it's going to cook beautifully.
Wow.
So Cheryl, I would love you to start making ribbons with the cucumber, because this is another beautiful tip for hosting.
Okay,
so people usually slice a cucumber, right? But Cheryl is going to... Yeah, so let's show the camera. She's going to take it and she's going to just shave it. And it creates ribbons. And they create like just a beautiful different shape that people are like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? It's so easy. It's actually easier than slicing it if you ask me.
Crumbs. And
there we go.
It's all fancy schmancy.
There we go. You could do this on your board or over the bowl, whatever you prefer. So I'm going to need some tongs to turn the steak because now that it's not it's on the fat side, it's going to be a bit hot to touch. Yeah. We've got these lovely long South African braai tongs. I'm going to check on it. It's not done on that side yet. So for steak, people say, how long do you cook it?
How do you know? How do you know when it's done? I've been told you can press it, but I don't want to poke it in case all the juice comes out.
Yes.
Like, I don't know when. Yes. How do we know? And it's so thick.
Yeah.
Like, it can look perfect on the outside and then later on it's raw inside.
Yes. So I purposely choose thicker steaks because to me and to most chefs, the best steak is medium rare. And medium rare is 54 or 53 to 57 degrees Celsius. So let's say about 55 degrees Celsius. If you have a meat thermometer, perfect. But if you don't, I have a little test with your hand to tell you when it's done. Okay. So you are right. If you cut it, sometimes the juices do come out and then it's less tender. Okay? And we don't want that.
No.
And what we want to do is test by doing this, what I call like the finger test. So if you poke this part of your hand, the fleshy part, you can try it out too, Cheryl. There we go. The steak should feel like this if you want it rare. If you touch is this the index finger? I call it the pizza pointer, so who knows. If you touch that finger and you feel here, that is medium rare. Medium, can you feel it getting harder? This part.
Yeah.
There we go. And if you feel this and you feel that, then it should be quite consistent. And this will be medium well, and this is well done. This is if you want your steak to be cooked like the sole of your shoe.
Horrible.
Okay, now we're going to turn the steak. Let's see, how is it looking? So it's splashing all over the show. But as you can see, the color is changing. The color gradient, you can see that it's cooking. The problem a lot of people make, or the mistake that people make, there's the color. Getting lovely and brown. So now I'm going to put some butter. But the problem that a lot of people make is that they poke their steak, they check it, they're flipping it, they want to keep testing it. Leave that baby to sit. Let it get some crust, let it get some color.
That's me, very pokey nose, poking away at the steak.
Yeah, and then it doesn't cook evenly. And we want our steak to be perfectly cooked all the way through.
That's a good tip, Jude.
Thank you. Which is why you actually also select a bigger steak because it can cook evenly. If you select those really thin steaks, sometimes the middle is cooked before the outside has even developed the crust. So I suggest getting thicker cut steaks, such as this one.
Cool.
Okay. So,
have we got enough ribbons?
Cheryl has now got some ribbons on the salad. Okay, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to just grate some Parmesan on here.
Okay, cool.
You could grate Parmesan, you can put some herbs, cherry tomatoes, you could crumble some feta, you could put avocado, you can put whatever you like really.
Okay.
We've got this much Parmesan sitting in the back of the fridge, so let's use what we've got. Like I always say, let's add it to our salad.
I know. What are we doing? Grating it or using?
We're going to use a potato peeler, which makes beautiful shavings of Parmesan straight into the salad.
Let's do it.
And I'm going to put the rosemary and some butter into the pan now, which is going to create a beautiful flavor. Yes.
Okay. Right.
So I'm going to just lean over you and get this.
That's perfect.
Our chips are still cooking away. If you had your sweet potato wedges, you would want them cooking away too. I'm putting, it's about a big teaspoon of butter into the pan. So you won't be able to see it too well right now. Can you see it? So we got the steak cooking here. It's actually it's very dark, so I couldn't see the color of the steak too well. But we're doing our best here, and we're getting some beautiful color on it. I want the butter to coat the steak, so I'm tilting the pan. I'm getting a spoon, and I'm going to be putting it on the steak. This is not essential. This is just a chef tip to get extra flavor on your steak if you're wanting to impress a little bit. Doesn't take.
I like that tip.
So it doesn't take much extra effort, but it creates a lot of flavor.
Yum.
And a lot of deliciousness. So please do let us know in the comments if you have cooked steak before, if if you've made it for any friends of yours, we would love to know, because I personally think that it's an awesome option for a dinner party.
I am so super excited that I've learned step by step.
Wonderful. So another great tip to get a great, perfectly cooked steak is actually to take it out of the fridge at least 30 minutes before you cook it. Because when you cook meat, you want it to be at room temperature, because then it's going to get an even cook. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
like
so
that's good enough.
Yeah, this is looking great. We're going to put some salt and pepper on our salad. We're going to check our sweet potato fries, so we're going to give them a little shake.
I didn't know that you make the air fryer hot before you start. I thought it started when you start.
So air fryers do heat up very quickly, but personally, to make the process quicker, I like to preheat. Preheat even the air fryer, even if it's for 5 minutes. It just saves you 5 minutes while you're cooking. You could have been relaxing for those 5 minutes. Now you're standing here waiting.
Okay, I like the easy tips.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to check on the fries and we're going to check on the steak. So, look at that color. Can you see it on our steak? It's looking great. And I'm going to poke it just like this, and we're going to do the finger test. And I'm going to ask Cheryl to tell me what level she thinks it's at. We've got garlic cloves, which we're going to chuck into the oil too. We don't want them to burn, so we didn't put them in the beginning because garlic burns very easily.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to wash my hands while we do this because I had touched the raw steak.
Right.
So do you want to Tyra says, looking so good. Thank you, Ty. Tyra, is it the steak looking good or is it us looking good? I think Cheryl looks mighty fine. Ty, have you ever cooked a steak before? Please let us know. Okay, Cheryl, just roll up your sleeves a bit because, just to warn you, the fat does pop and sizzle a little bit.
I don't even know. What am I doing?
How do you want it to be?
Definitely medium rare.
Medium rare. So, do your medium rare gauge. Do you remember? This was rare, this was medium rare. So feel this, and then feel the steak, and tell me...
But if I squeeze hard, it's hard. So it's just touching softly.
I think it's touching softly.
I feel like it's ready.
I feel like it's ready as well. We're just going to put the steak on this side, so that the bottom can also get a little bit of color. So Cheryl, could you just hold it like that? I'm going to put this back. We're still, after all these weeks, figuring out the filming system here. Just going to wash these hands quickly. Perfect. And then Cheryl, could you just tell the audience what your go-to is when you host dinner parties? Since you say you usually don't cook.
I have zero go-to.
Zero go-to. Yeah?
It's ordering something and replating it. And this is my... turning over a new leaf and actually learning how to cook properly. So no,
that's amazing.
We had no system before.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing to be wanting to learn now because it's something I'm passionate about, because cooking is something you have to do every single day. So I really think that if you can make that a more enjoyable experience, then every day of your life gets just that much better, because that moment is no longer intimidating.
I was honest though, Drew, it's the only way it gets enjoyable is if it's not intimidating.
Yes,
and the only way
pressure, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Right? The steak is flashing.
Okay.
I'm going to be putting the butter, the garlic and rosemary back on the steak. We're basting it here.
Crumbs. These are very good tips.
Crumbs. And whilst this has been cooking, we have plated up a little quick salad here as well. If you were hosting a dinner party, I would say you could have already done the salad. Don't put salt and pepper, don't put the dressing yet until 10 minutes before you're ready to serve it, because otherwise it wilts. The salt brings out the moisture and the dressing just makes it soggy. But you can have it ready, done in the fridge. Just put some plastic wrap over it.
Do you think I must keep holding this?
So I think we can take it off now. And what we're going to do is steak has to get rested. So we're putting off our heat. We're putting the steak.
Whoa. Smells fantastic.
Yeah.
The garlic,
Awesome.
the rosemary, it smells fabulous.
We're putting the steak onto a board, and we're gonna let it rest for 5 minutes.
Okay.
You can see how it looks when I'm poking it.
Guess you're not making holes in it.
No, we're not making holes. We don't want to cut it because that will make the juices seep out. But a little poke is not harmful.
Okay, good.
Okay, we're gonna leave it for 5 minutes. And if you haven't yet, now is when you would whip up the salad, or maybe set your table. But we've already done that. So let's just check a comment. Tara says, I've made steak before and it came out so dry. There's nothing like a juicy steak. So true. Yeah, when steak is well done, it is so tough like nails. And that's when you really need a sauce, right?
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay, so you can disguise it.
Yeah. Yes, you need to disguise badly cooked steak. Exactly. But if the steak is tender and juicy, all you need is a squeeze of lemon and some more salt and pepper before you slice it. And I'm telling you, that steak is perfect and you don't need any sauce. And we're just going to serve it, the salad, with a drizzle of balsamic vinegar and olive oil. And this is all we're going to need for a beautiful meal.
Yeah.
No creamy sauce necessary.
Oh, this looks absolutely fresh and delicious.
It is fresh and delicious. And you know, food doesn't have to be complicated to be delicious. A lot of people think that, a well-cooked steak is, you only get it in a restaurant, but you can easily replicate this in your own home.
Honestly, just having that, watching it, the guide, the tips, seriously, I feel like I can do this going forward.
Amazing,
Yeah.
Cheryl. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I want people to feel like you can feel empowered that you can do this at home. Anyone really can do this. And if you want more recipes like this and the weekly system that actually takes the thinking out of what's for dinner every single day, comment the word guide and I will send you my system. Okay.
What a great win.
Thank you. So now check on the fries for me, and I'm just going to see if we have any more comments. We have Regan who's joined. Hey, Regs. Okay, apparently the fries are crispy. We've got Kezzy who's joined. Hey, Kezzy. Hey, Monica, Kala. It's so awesome to have you guys here with us watching. And Alexander says, Friday morning here in Milwaukee. How do I say that?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Do you know Milwaukee?
Yes.
Okay, I'm clearly living under a rock.
I feel like we could be guessing, Wisconsin.
Let us know, Alexander. And he says, so maybe steak and eggs. That is such a brilliant idea. And if you have any leftover steak from dinner tonight, I would say a wrap tomorrow with the salad, or else steak and eggs, or else put it in a grilled sandwich with some cheese. That will be delightful.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you know if these chips are really done?
Are they crispy? Because the thing about chips is that they need to be crispy on the outside, but still a little bit soft in the center.
Okay, look, they are crispy.
Let's take them out.
How long of crispy do we need?
I think they should be more crispy. The temperature can go higher, like 200 degrees or something.
Let's go.
Perfect. If it's not getting crispy enough, put your heat up, like in the pan in the beginning. We put the heat up a bit.
I thought that they should go longer, but I didn't know. So how would I know if you weren't here to say so?
Well, because you can see the visual cues, right? And those chips, let's show you one. Here, just take one out so we can show you what we mean. So you can see here about this chip, it's a bit blonde, doesn't have that golden exterior that you'd want. It's just an orange chip, still the same color as a sweet potato. We want it to look a bit crispy, a bit crunchy, which means it needs a darker brown color on it.
Okay. That's
but
helpful.
You can eat it like this, but for the best texture, I would say you want it to be a darker color.
That's really helpful because they were crispy and I would have thought, Anna.
It's good. Being a chef, you have burnt lips, numb fingers. It's good though. Okay.
So how much longer do you think?
If we put the heat up to 200 degrees Celsius.
Which I did, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. A few minutes. It says 3 minutes left. I think that's sharp for us.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now we're going to dress the salad. Cheryl, olive oil, balsamic, let's go.
And which one do you do first? Olive oil or the balsamic?
Well, we're going to toss it so it's not Doesn't matter too much, but I usually go with the olive oil first.
Okay, cool.
And then the balsamic will go into it. Whereas if it's the other way around, sometimes the olive oil slides off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's do the balsamic. We're going to use this fig and lemon vinaigrette, balsamic glaze type of thing. Hi Rajid. Hi Claudine. Yay. This is beautiful. Okay, let's show you guys. This salad took a couple minutes to whip up.
Yo, this was
a bunch of
salad ever.
And it's delicious because when you use quality ingredients like Parmesan, it just brings Parmesan cheese it elevates dishes because it actually has salt and acidity, which are just flavor bombs that you didn't even realize were there.
Oh wow.
Simple ingredient like that is just gonna transform this. Okay, now it's time to slice our steak.
Right.
We're gonna put it here. Before we slice the steak, what we want to do is squeeze lemon on it. Can you see the steak? Someone's saying it looks delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, the butter's done. So we're gonna put a little bit more of the butter from the pan on the steak. We're just basting it, making it yummy. We're not scared of putting a bit of butter on our food. It's all part of balance. We're gonna put butter. We're gonna put lemon. Lemon brightens the richness of the fat of the steak, because sometimes you finish a meal and you feel heavy. Lemon makes you feel lighter.
Oh wow.
And even the mouthfeel, it improves it. I also like to put a squeeze of the lemon over the salad. Cheryl, could you get some salt and pepper on here? Now we're going to put coarse salt, which is going to add texture. She's putting salt. There we go. We're going to flip the steak round and put it on the other side too. Got lemon here. Beautiful. I'm not shy with the lemon. We're not shy with that's enough now, with the salt and the pepper. The chips are done. This dinner's come together in half an hour.
We are ready, Eddie.
Yeah, we're ready, steady. It's quick. It's flippin' delicious. You can't get better at a restaurant.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this. Our pepper's done.
Yum.
Beautiful. Then we just need a lovely knife to slice. I think we had a big knife here. So no one is getting out a tiny little pathetic sized knife for cutting their steak. Please, guys. We're using the big boy.
A sharp big boy.
A sharp big boy knife. And that's going to help us just cut beautiful pieces.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah. So when you cut steak, you cut at an angle. So as you can see with the knife, we're not going to cut like this. We're going to cut like that. And when you cut like that, it actually makes your steak feel more tender when you chew because of the way it cuts the fibers. So that's one of the reasons why chefs cut at an angle.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So we're cutting like that and like that. How's it looking?
Sure. It's looking amazing.
It's looking lovely. So we're just cutting. Do you want to try cut? I'm gonna get Cheryl to cut.
But I'm gonna do it.
So let me show you the color of the steak here. We like our steak cooked like this. So you can see it's pink in the middle. It's got a perfectly like a different shade of pink on the outside, and then it's got the golden crust, which is lovely.
Gosh, okay. I'm going to only do one.
So you hold the steak and then you cut at an angle.
Did I cut angles?
Yes, you cut at an angle, Cheryl. You're
right,
doing a
you're
great
gonna
job.
Finish it off, Jude.
Okay.
Right.
Look at that, you did it perfectly. Could you please get the fries?
Sure.
And we're just going to put the fries in a bowl. And then we've got our whole dinner here, which is very exciting. When you cut as well, you don't want to saw, you want to slice. A lot of people go, and we want to do slices that feel confident. It just cuts the steak much better and makes it not crumbly. Okay, so here is our beautiful steak, as well as our salad. Hi Hannah, great to have you here. We've got our fries, perfect. You can put in a small bowl.
Smaller bowl?
Yes, do we have a smaller bowl there?
Yeah.
So sometimes we use a smaller bowl rather than a bigger bowl, especially when we're hosting, because it makes it look more impressive when you have bigger amounts of ingredients in a smaller dish rather than small ingredients in a big dish.
Sure,
that's one of the
a good
tips
tip.
of
Pro
hosting.
Pro tip,
Yeah.
look at that.
Tonight I thought I'd just tell you guys a little bit more about hosting.
No, it's like a full plate.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. We wanted to tell you a little bit more about hosting because Cheryl says she doesn't know what to cook, she doesn't know how to cook, and especially when it comes to hosting, she doesn't know what to do. So here we have a perfect meal for when you have some friends over. A beautifully cooked steak.
Looks fabulous.
Let's hold up all our things. Let me know if you guys cooked this and where you're watching from. We would love to know. And we've got our salad.
Looks amazing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Really easy, balanced meal. It's going to be
Cheers.
delicious.
Good job.
It was super quick. We're going to enjoy it. And yeah, if you want a simple weekly structure to make dinners like this that are really easy, you don't even need to think about it. All the recipes are reliable, made and designed by Yacht Chef. Just comment the word guide and I'll send you my weekly system. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are going to go and enjoy our steak and chips. Who doesn't love that?
Yum.
Thank you,
my
Cheryl.
Jude. Thank you.
Lisa. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks so
Cheers,
much
bye.
for watching.